Okay, everyone, welcome back to the Black Gentleman's Culture Premium Cigar and Spirits channel. And today we are out front with the Upmann Magnum 54. This is a 4 3/4 by 54 stick. It is a puro because it is from Cuba, so wrapper, binder, and filler are all Cuban. The reason I'm out here having this one, truthfully, I forgot all about it. I just happened to be going through my cigars, and then I realized what happened to this. My wife was harassing me, knocked this out my hand over a year ago. Of course, I put it back in the humidor in the back, and I forget about it. But I saw it today, and I decided I would make this the last one of the balling on the budget cigars. Now, the main reason I chose this one to do it with is because, simple fact, when I got this cigar, you were able to get these at $20 a stick. Right now, I'm going to keep my mouth shut. And later on, I'm going to let you know how much this stick is going for right now. But that being said, as you can see, it's uncut. So I'm going to go ahead in this video, cut it up, toast it, and I'll be back after the first third is done. All right, folks, see you then. All right, everyone, we're back after the first third. And as you can see, it's kind of a rough burn going. But as you can also see, I have the perfect draw glue on this holding this together. Like I said, I had this for a while. My wife knocked it out of my hand plain before I lit it. So I put it back in the humidor and forgot about it for a while. But that being said, let's get into what y'all want to know. Alrighty, off of the cold draw on this, you're going to get heavy hay with a sweet cedar. Off of the foot of the cigar, you also get that hay and sweet cedar. Now on the body, that's when you get a light earthiness mixed with that cedar. Now, that being said, this is a medium, well, excuse me, they like to say mild to medium cigar. This cigar to me is mainly mild. The main reason why, it's very subtle with the flavor that comes off. Like right now, through the first third, you're gonna enjoy a whole lot of cedar through that retro-hale. And you get a slight, let's say, what you get nuts off of this. It's a roasted nut, walnuts. That's what it is, because it somewhat dries out the palate. Now, beyond that, again, like I said, you get that sweet cedar, that earthiness, and the hay. But it's starting to lighten up, and you're gonna get what I like to call, it's an artificial sweetness. I don't know what it is. Some people call it sweet bread. I don't know. But it has a sweetness that usually kicks in after the first third that is starting to come through now. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and get through to the halfway point, and I'll be back. All right, folks. Okay, everyone, we're back, and I'm going to call this the halfway point. Now, at this point, as you can see, that burn is starting to even itself out to the point where it's almost razor sharp. Now, one thing about most Cuban cigars people don't like about them, they have a rough draw if you don't age them. Well, this has been aged, and I can use this as a straw if I wanted to. Now, more importantly, the age on this cigar. I looked it up because I thought I was tripping. I bought these back in 2017 when they first came out. So right now, this cigar is basically, what, 2 years shy of being 10 years old. Now, the one thing about the flavor, none of it has changed. It is still solid and consistent, and that sweetness is starting to come through. Unfortunately, I don't know what it is, but you get it on the palate, you get it through the retro-hale, but there is a new flavor with it. It's somewhat spicy, mixed spices that's lingering on the palate. It's not black pepper or white pepper. If anything, I would say it's like a very light cayenne pepper. It's a soft tingle that lingers on the palate from one draw to the next. Now, as you can see, it hasn't ashed itself, which is very rare, but I'm gonna have to remove the big band because the cigar, like most Cuban cigars, and basically truthfully, like all cigars that are somewhat not rolled real firm, you can feel that it's starting to expand a little. So that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and remove both bands, and I'll get back with you at the final third, and I'll let you know if anything has changed. And we're back. As you can see, that burn is on that little, say, kiddie roller coaster. Now, as far as the flavor, that sweetness is kicked in a little bit more. That spiciness is still there. And the cedar and the hay is prominent through the retro-hale. As you can see, it's quite a smoky cigar. You can see the smoke coming up off of it. And more importantly, because it was aged so well, it's holding up. It's not doing one of the things that I hate, where sometimes you get a cigar and it look like the thing, someone put a little stick of dynamite in it and made it explode on you. Now, that being said, again, this is a 4 3/4 stick by 54. It is a Cuban puro, and it's one, like I said, it's one of these cigars that you could actually give a newbie and they will enjoy it. It is not very strong. Like I said, it's very mild to me, and it holds a lot of flavor. Now, the flavor doesn't overpower anything, and it can be easily overpowered. That's why I went ahead and I put it with some water. Now, let me tell you the part that is blowing my mind. Right now, 10 sticks are going for $3.50. So that's basically $35 a stick. That's on the website that I use. Now, I've also checked with one of my favorite spots, one of my brick and mortars that I frequent all the time when I head up to Canada, and he gave me the bad news. You can expect to pay about 40 to 50 bucks for each stick. Yeah, the tariffs is really, excuse me, not the tariffs up there, that's just the price up there. So basically, you're going to take a beat down whenever you purchase this. But like I said, when I looked it up on mine, I paid basically for 10, I believe it was either 200 or 225. Only thing I do know is I got them on sale. And okay, of course my dude wanted to drive through and wave at me. How you doing? I did pick these up, and they were about 20 bucks a stick. And unfortunately, that was back in 2017. So, you know what they're going for right now. Now, the best part about them, though, like I said, they're very, very flavorful. And this is a cigar that you can introduce a newbie to, but give them some time because, like I said, they're expensive right now, and these will never again be on Baller on the Budget. That being said, I'm going to say like I always say, if you got a bunch of cigars, smoke them. If you got more than a bunch of cigars, share them and make some cigar heads. Oh, and I've ordered about a good, say 50 to 100 sticks that I'm waiting on. I'm gonna go ahead, and it'll probably be about 2 to 3 weeks after I get them. I'm gonna let them age in the humidor, get acclimated, and I'm gonna show you some of the nice new sticks that you could pick up that are very budget friendly and that are made by some of the biggest names in the cigar retail market. All right then, folks, I'm gonna see you on the next cigar.